My love for music started as a baby, according to my mom. She said in order to get me to sleep, she would have to put a radio right next to me and play, and then by that I'm gone. So she's like, that was the best thing about me being a baby. It's like, if she's tired of me, get the radio for me and just she rest it right there.
Team, I don't do fight scenes. When you heard me sing about me, take it. Reality is you couldn't take it. You fell in love with thoughts of me. You already had your plan played for me.
A bit grateful. Before I was like, it ain't really nothing because I just doing what the guys them doing. So it's not special. The only thing different is my gender. But like when you really get into it and see, this is a lot of blast. This is a lot of work. So I'm like, damn. Okay. And then when the guys realize, wait, you know how to do this? I was like, yeah, I'm YouTubing like everybody else. How do I do this? And it started to be like, wow, I'm putting in 8 hours and nobody's seeing. I'm doing 12 hours and then 8 and nobody's seeing this. And it's like, I started to get a bit of pride in it. It wasn't at first, but when I started to appreciate, like, this is very tedious. And I'm pouring something out of my mind people can't see. I'm bringing it into a product that it fills me with a bit of pride, and I'm still humble about it. And I hope to inspire others to do the same thing. So officially, I would say from 2019, unofficially about 2011 upwards, because I always created little compositions on my steel pan. That's the only instrument I play. I play little drums too, but in the steel orchestra, I play all the instruments. So I usually used to be home singing and like creating my own sound, not realizing I'm producing a song. Yes.
Get away, you dirty dog. Trick or treat, you have the ball. Acting sweet, you're not at all. You must think I'm stupid, so insecure.
In 2019, I decided I want to release all that I've written so far because I want to at least have something out there that I love and release it. And then I went into asking persons, how much do you charge? And I'm like, they told me the price. I was like, I'm cheap. And then they told me the stipulations, which didn't match. I'm like, okay, I'm going to pay you and you're still going to own something of it. I didn't understand it. So I'm like, let me dive into this music business and YouTube again and try to see like, how does it work? And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to be a pain in the ass to a producer, pain in the butt to a producer. And it's best I do it myself because I know what I want to hear. I know how I want the drums played. I know what I want the piano to play. I know what the melody is. I know where the breaks are. I know everything. And I don't want to be over producer. I don't like that, change it. I don't like that, change it. That is not where I want to change it. It seemed too much, so I just decided, let me learn it.
I don't care how you feel. You brought me here, take a seat. You're so fake, do you bleed? Even your tears are plastic. Promise you, it won't be long for me to write another song. Even when I'm dead and gone, you must remember that.
And I started on FL Studio 12.
I don't like you.
FL Studio 12 is a music production software. Yeah, so I spoke to someone and I explained to him, hi Emmy, that I want to go into this. I'm serious about it. And he went and he got it for me and he said, I believe in you. Do something. And that's where it started.
Born rich and grew up poor, brought down from years before.
It's appreciated by those who appreciate me. But so I can't discourage those who are like, I love this. But when you send your stuff out, it's like, I'm one of those who would call, hey, I sent something, is the quality good? What did I do? Is the bass? And it's like, oh, we'll give you feedback. And it's like, and after that, I kind of lost the taste to send my stuff out, because like, this is my 5th or 4th song and it's the same thing. I'll just do my stuff on social media and try to grow the following there, and there eventually will catch on to me or something. As simple as social media songs, sometimes you need a team because you can't do everything by yourself. It is exhausting. By the time you finish, do your, okay, for example, if I say I want to do a cover for a song, by the time you decide how it's going to do, then you go on your pan, then you record it, then you edit it, then you put it in a video, then you do all of that. And it's like, all this time for what? And by the time you share it, you're too tired to care about, you know, pushing it and harassing people. So you need somebody for that. I personally do not associate myself with people who disrespect me. So I wouldn't know much about that atmosphere in depth, because once I get that, but in creativity field, you can't take a lot of things personal, because it's the same jab they will throw at a guy, like, oh, this doesn't sound good, or whatever the case may be. We're all now on the same. Once they get to know me, it's like, okay, we respect her on that level. We don't cross that boundary.
I'm done. Me get on a mission, me I draft my plans. Making decisions you don't understand. So me feet big and me I move like man. You too like man, I'll let you know.
I will never, ever stop music. Even if I'm in a wheelchair, once my hand could work, I will never. I mean, I don't want not one, but never. The frustration is sweet, to be honest, because when you conquer that piece, it's like, oh God, that feels so good. I've been stressing me for a month and it feels so good. So sometimes I know you have to take a break, because you can't be music. You have to actually pause, like, okay, I did a whole week of this, I need another week. Oh, I don't know, teacher. And by the time you come back another week, what you've been working on, you hear a completely different perspective. And that is like, wow, I didn't hear this.
Only God could tell me cool out. Only God could tell me cool out.
I want to encourage somebody to start this and not know the business of it. Okay. So one thing I would advise them to do before you do work with anyone, get something written. If you're going to write an entire song, or if you're going to approach somebody who's going to do half of the project, half meaning they're providing the instrumental, you're providing the lyrics and the voice and the composition, how the lyrics, how it's going to be sung, you have rights. So learn and understand that you are entitled to shares if your song go big. So get the paperwork first before you do business. Before you go to the mic and sing, get the paperwork out. If you trust that person and at some point you're gonna get the paperwork before it releases, get everything sorted, you be comfortable. And some producers have contract. If they don't have, you as an artist could get your own contract.
Check it out. Check it out, lock the door, come test me now. Bet you won't stress me how. No control, don't you know you're right.